Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Mouse Ears and Magical Chats. We are back. I'm here with Jenny and Jess. Hey ladies.
Hi.
It's Mouse Ears and Birthday Chats today.
Yeah.
Yes. Happy birthday to you, Mary Beth. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mary Beth. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thanks, Jenny.
Are you one? Are you two? No, I'm kidding.
I'm just old. I'm just old.
Still a kid at Disney.
Exactly.
Always a kid at
I
Disney.
know. We're always kids there. But yeah, if you guys been following us, I got back from the springtime surprise and I got to stay at BoardWalk. Yeah, you saw me and Tara after the race kind of talking about the race on the patio, but I got really excited and I said to the ladies, I wanted to talk about BoardWalk because I think I fell in love with the BoardWalk.
Love staying on the
So good.
boardwalk.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had not stayed deluxe at all until this, so that might be part of it. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be a hard one to beat. Jenny, you were talking about that the location seems hard for people to kind of know where it's at. Can you tell me a little bit?
Yeah, when I'm booking clients, I always seem to get a lot of questions about where it is. Like, for example, I have clients that I just put a hold on for Yacht Club, and they were like, oh, I've always wondered, like, how to even get to the boardwalk or what's the best way, because technically there's not like busing to the boardwalk. Like, it's not like Disney Springs where there's a bus from your resort there. So people get confused, like, do I taxi? Where do I say my taxi to? Like, how do I get there? But basically, the boardwalk is right behind EPCOT, kind of to the side, and you have Yacht and Beach Club, and then the boardwalk Inn. They're all three deluxe resorts, and there's what's the body of water called?
Crescent Lake.
Crescent Lake.
Crescent Lake is right there. I always forget that one. And so you can actually take a boat shuttle to the back exit of EPCOT, and it's super short. Like, it's like zoop. But like when you're hot and tired, like the last time we stayed at Boardwalk and it was August and it was hot. And if we were walking out of EPCOT back to our hotel and the boat was sitting there, like we would just go sit on the boat. But the boat will take you from Yacht and Beach Club, Boardwalk, to EPCOT, to that back entrance, or there's also a boat that can take you to Hollywood Studios. So like a nice suggestion I like to make is that, like, say you're doing a late night at Hollywood Studios or EPCOT, like, or even during the day and you want to take a break, like you can very easily get to the boardwalk via those two parks. Also, the Skyliner is right there in that back entrance of EPCOT. So you can also take the Skyliner from Caribbean Beach, Riviera, Pop, Art of Animation, any of those places. We actually, when we were there last May, staying at Pop, took the Skyliner over to the boardwalk just to have dinner. Like, we had margaritas and quick service over there and walked around, watched the fireworks, kind of chilled, did some shopping. But you can rent bikes there. There's all kinds of fun things. So I always say do it. And it comes alive at night. There's always live entertainment. There's like little boardwalk games you can do. There's Margarita Joe's margarita stand. Really good margaritas. You can get huge mozzarella sticks there. Is that the place with the huge mozzarella sticks? Yep.
Really?
Like huge mozzarella
At the
sticks.
food truck like stand thing?
Yes. Actually, my sister just was there in February and they went and I'll be able to get you some pictures. I'm going to text her right now before I forget to send us some pictures.
Yeah, so they have that margarita stand and then they have one for like corn dogs and stuff, and that's where you can get that mozzarella one too.
Cool.
Yes, yep. Yes, the corn dog one.
Yeah, it was so good.
Had you been to the boardwalk area before you stayed at the boardwalk resort?
I had, yes. So we've actually gone over there to have dinner at the Ale and Compass at the Yacht Club and to eat at Beaches and Cream over at Beach Club. So we had gone to the boardwalk several times. We had made reservations over there for like a dinner, a lunch. And once we just kind of went over and we were staying at Art of Animation, rode the Skyline over just to get ice cream from the Beaches and Cream ice cream window when you could walk up and do that. So we love it. It's really cool. It's beautiful at night too. And you can, from the boardwalk, see the fireworks from Epcot very nicely. And when we stayed at Boardwalk Inn, we actually stayed club level. And when you stay club level at Boardwalk Inn, there's a balcony off the lounge. You can get dessert. They serve desserts in the evening, and you can go sit on the balcony and watch the fireworks.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yep.
That's nice.
And there's lots of really great restaurants there. The Flying Fish, the Abracadabra, Trattoria Al Forno. Now there's the Cake Bake Shop, which I know I've never been to. You have Ale and Compass. You have the Yachtsman Steakhouse over at the Yacht Club. Lots of great food options over there. And you do not have to be a guest of those resorts to go eat there.
Yeah.
So Mary Beth, I know you rented DVC points. Tell us about your room and like what your sleeping arrangements were with having 3 like adult women sharing a room. Just paint us a picture.
This was a great option for us. So it was our first time ever renting DVC one. So that was kind of a cool thing because it was like a much cheaper way for us to stay deluxe between the 3 of us. But so what I saw was it looks like the boardwalk is split, like one side is regular and then the other side is DVC. So I didn't really explore the regular side, but the DVC side, I was in a studio room. So when we walked in, it has a first area, has like a kitchenette and like a bathroom area and a closet. And then you would go into the main room and that had a full bed. And then it had a couch with like the pull down Murphy bed, which is really cool. Cause like I read it as it has a pull out couch. So I saw it as like, you're going to pull out the couch and sleep on the couch. Like I did at Art of Animation. Like every day I pulled out the couch cushions. But this was like literally you pull down the Murphy bed and the couch folds into the Murphy bed, which is amazing.
That's nice.
The Murphy beds are amazing.
Do all the DVCs have that?
No, they're adding them. They're upgrading, but not everybody has them yet.
Okay. That was amazing. And then I had a smaller bed underneath the TV. But I swear, and I can't be sure. I think that it's bigger, like, you know, when you go over, like for my reference, I think of the five person rooms over at Caribbean Beach, and it has the one underneath the TV there. That one seems smaller than this. Like I felt like I could have slept under this TV if I wanted to. I ended up sleeping in the bed with my friend Nat Mac. But I felt like I could sleep in this one, and the one at Caribbean Beach, I just felt like was too small, but it's just been so long that I don't know if I'm just not remembering it correctly.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. And I don't know if there's a difference. Like that's not I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely could have fit an adult though. So we could have fit 5 people in there easily. And then we had,
or if you each wanted your own, like if you didn't want to share a bed, there totally is space there. Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm 5'1" and I haven't slept a whole night on one of those single beds, but I'm 5'1", mother of 2, so I'm not like a teenager size body, but like I could totally sleep on one of those.
I considered it for a hot minute, but then I was like, there's this real bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, it's not like Nat Mac is like my child who's going to kick me throughout the night.
Right.
And then my favorite part is they all have balconies. And our balcony, I feel like the pick. It was of like you go out to the balcony and we saw the pool. So we got to watch people like hang out and swim all day and stuff like that. I guess like the other side would have been cool too, because we could have watched the runners. But the boardwalk is really great, especially for runner weekend, because I would not say for Princess Weekend because you don't go there during the half marathon, but all the other runs you run down the boardwalk. Like, so like this 10 miler, you go down the boardwalk, and the day before the runners were running down the boardwalk. So like I got up in the morning and Taro's already down there watching the runners go down the boardwalk. So
I'm sorry, can't talk anything right now.
Except for
Odyssey.
Yeah.
Good morning, friends. Great style. Good morning.
got to see all the costumes and taking pictures and stuff like that. But they have, you know, like great seats out there, like nice deck with like these seats with cushions on them. Like it's just so relaxing out there. So you can just hang out, drink your coffee, and enjoy all the runners. So
That's really
I
cool.
love that. And then I was thinking, I am just a true believer in the boardwalk now because, like, when I
It's
walk,
awesome.
it is. I walked in and you know how we talk about the smells? Like
That's
this
a
one
good one.
really, yeah,
Oh,
this one
the
had
smells.
a really good smell and it was strong. The one day, I don't know, it was a little too strong for me one day.
It's never too strong for me.
I don't know, maybe I had too
Bathe
much.
me in it.
But I was like, or I hit it just wrong because I was like, whoa.
You walked in front of the puff, the like
Yeah,
scent
there was
puffer.
something where I was just like, ugh. But you walk in there and they have this. I don't even know if you can call it a chandelier because it was so massive, but it has like it's golden with um like horses, but
Mhm.
The carousel
horses.
horses.
Yes, yeah. It was beautiful.
So pretty.
I wish I took a picture, but I know you guys probably have seen pictures of this because I've seen them on the internet. But those like little chairs with the
Yeah. The
people
creepy
that look,
chairs.
yes, the creepy chairs. And I saw
I'll
them
have
in
a picture of that
person.
if you want one.
Yes, because these people need to see the creepy chair.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh.
Creepy chair.
Girl, you're gonna see the creepy chair. It
Creepy.
added to my experience because I was like, there it is. I see it in person.
The creepy chair.
Yes.
Nightmare.
I feel like I've seen it on TikTok or something.
And I'm surprised they didn't change that out when they changed out. I mean, they're very different things. The slide at the pool, and they changed it from like the hyper carnival themed, the Keister coaster, and they
Mhm.
switched it over to the Mickey Shorts style cartoon thing.
I'm glad they did that.
It used to be the big creepy clown.
Clown.
Yeah.
That would have freaked me out if I woke up every morning and looked out there and the clown face was staring at me.
Yeah.
I'm glad they changed it. Which
I
the theming in the room was really good too. Sorry to like just trail back because that reminded me like the pictures on the wall were really great. Like they had Goofy and Max like hanging out, and then when you pulled down the bed, it was Max and Goofy going to bed.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, and then on the wall they had like Mickey and Minnie and stuff like kind of informal wear, and then the drapes had all of them kind of just informal wear on there, but you couldn't really tell unless you like looked for it. Just the theming in the room was Disney, not over the top. It felt good. Like I loved it. See, I'm in love. I'm in love.
It's a
with
great spot.
Boardwalk.
What did you, so as a first time deluxe, and I know it's like a little bit different because this was a DVC space, they're not, but it's co-located, right? So like the resort itself, what was your take or like what's your sense of staying deluxe versus staying moderate most usually?
So the space, loved having the extra space.
In the room itself.
Yes, in the room itself, the feeling of when you walk into the place in general just felt bigger. It felt better. Like how the bellhops were really on it. Like, can I take your stuff? Like they made sure to take it all the way to my room. Where like, not that like the bellhops were not on it to stay at the other resorts, but you know, you would have to ask or go find. Where I felt like they were finding me at this one. I did notice. I didn't know this about DVC, but like I didn't know mousekeeping didn't come.
Every day. Yeah.
Or like they said like 3 or 5 days, something like that.
I was going to say it's the fourth. I think it's after the third night, like the fourth
Yes.
day.
We didn't know that originally, so we found that out. We did like My Disney. We could just ask My Disney to like we needed more towels and we wanted more coffee, and we asked My Disney and it showed up within like 10 to 15 minutes at our room. And that was kind of amazing because at other resorts, I feel like I've asked for an extra blanket or a pillow and it's taken hours sometimes. Where this was within 10 to 15 minutes.
Yep.
And it was really quick. So I don't know if that's the difference too. It feels like a difference to me. I would say the only negative about this resort is I like to be able to grab food in the morning. And they do have like a small coffee shop that opens in the morning, but it doesn't have like
Really?
hot food or anything. And a guy on one of the buses for the run told me that over at Beach Club, they have something a little bit more, so you could walk over there. I just didn't go over and check it out. So I would have
Like
liked
a quick, it's doable, but it's not like running over there is not a quick, you
no,
know.
it's an excursion ish, like I would have had to like we were on the bus. I think we were coming back from we were coming back from the race, and the bus drops off at Yacht, then Beach, then Boardwalk.
Mhm.
So he was stopping at Beach, and the rest of his family was going on to Boardwalk, and he's like, I'll stop here, get the food, and like bring it over. And that's how I found out about it.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah,
have more of a quick service like market.
yes.
And
Which they do have like a market down below, like where you can get, the stuff out of the refrigerators, and like I got bagels and peanut butter and stuff like that. But they didn't
what
have
there's Boardwalk Bakery that has like that's where I've had the grilled cheese or tomato soup and that kind of stuff. I wonder if they had breakfast.
which one's
When I
that?
stayed at Boardwalk, we ate at Tutorial Forno for breakfast, which is a whole
We
different.
did do that too.
Oh, you did? Awesome.
Yeah. The race day, we made a reservation for after the race day. And we
Mhm.
had like their pizza window the night before.
Cool. So you really ate where you were. Like you really because
Oh
you did
yeah.
cake bake, you had like
Yeah,
you used
Tara
what was
did
there.
bake a ton.
Yeah.
Like she really liked the espresso martinis, so she was
Nice.
really in there. We got the at Cake Bake. They had the that raspberry bar that both me and Matt got, and it was so thick that it lasted us 2 days.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I could
awesome.
only eat half of it, and it was
Ooh.
and that was one of the affordable things. It was only $7.
And if it lasted 2 days, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I was thinking, like, even if I had gotten one of their $20 cake slices, like, it's the size of my head. Like,
Yeah.
it would have lasted as well,
So you could have like split that between like 4 people.
Yeah. Yeah, like
And in your DVC room, you had a real fridge
a real fridge.
and you had a microwave and you had a toaster. Not that you used all those things, but
No, do all DVC rooms now have real refrigerators?
yeah. Yeah, we never lost them. So, I mean, that's one thing too to consider. Like, you can stay at the Poly and stay in a DVC studio at the Poly and you get those amenities. You get the mini kitchen in a studio, and like at the Poly, you have the benefit of the 2 showers and you still have just one toilet, but you have 2 separate bathroom spaces. So, like, that's a really nice option. And it's not, those DVC studios are not usually more, the price point isn't higher really than the hotel side studios.
Mm.
So it's always worth looking. And you can book them at Boardwalk and other places too. I just go to the Poly because I feel like the 2 showers, there are some nuances with like DVC rooms. And at the Poly, the DVC studio, you have 2 showers, and that's really nice. And that's different than the hotel side, and for not really more money. So it's always worth looking.
And now you have Walulu.
Yeah.
Which I drank there too, and it was good.
Did you guys put in any kind of room request, like location request for that room? Or
Not
did
that
you
I
just,
know of. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if, because we rented the points off of Tara's friend, so I don't know, like, if she did something for us that I don't know, because, like, we didn't know what we're doing.
But it was a great location.
I was so happy, like, because when we got there and I saw, like, how big the resort was, I'm like, we could be forever away, and we weren't. Like, the location felt amazing to us. And I was really surprised because, like, with the doors closed and stuff, like, it was pretty quiet. Like, I could hear a little noise from out in the pool, like a little bit of like maybe the music bumping, but like barely.
I was going to ask that. Yeah.
Like, I really had to be trying to hear it for me to notice it. It felt like a quiet resort for me. Like I didn't hear my neighbors. And especially on a race weekend, like usually like at the other ones, like all the racers are getting up in the morning, you hear all the toilets flushing, and I didn't hear.
Nice.
Yeah. But also like I don't know if it was just our location or whatnot. Like there wasn't as many runners as like if I was at Pop, you know?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Can you talk about what you thought about the pool area? Did you guys?
And I actually have to leave this episode early today because I have a client meeting. So I'm going to say goodbye to all of you.
Hi, Jenny.
Fun.
And pay attention because I am going to Epic Universe. I am interrupting this program to announce that I'm going to Epic Universe for Travel Agent Fam during previews on the 24th. So we will be having a great episode about that.
Yes.
Excited
Send
when I
us
return.
little previews while you're there. We can throw them up on our YouTube shorts so people can kind of see a little bit.
Definitely. So excited. So bye, everybody.
Hi, Jenny. Yeah, so Jess, I love that pool. Though, can I tell you the seating is not much. Though I guess you could say that about most of the pools. The seating was hard to find, but it was 90
Really?
degrees. Yeah, it was 90 degrees out. Like
Okay.
everyone's using the pool, right?
Yeah.
So we had a good time. I used
Did
the hot
you
tub
get
pool.
drinks from the pool bar? They have a great pool bar.
I no, because we were using the pool the day before the race,
Hmm.
so we weren't gonna drink. I
They
had
have
my
a cool
water.
pool bar that's like
Uh-huh.
that circle.
Yeah.
What's the theme? It's like a merry-go-round kind of theme.
Yeah, it's like a merry-go-round. So it kind of goes with that carnival theme.
Did you
and
do
then-
the slide?
Yeah, I did. Best slide so far.
Such a good
it
slide.
goes like, whoop, and it was really fast. I'll only do it once because I was like, I'm a big kid and I went fast.
I think I went more than once on that one. Like most of them are only once for me, but I think that one I did a couple times. But I will say the day that I spent at that pool was really quiet. Like there were not many people there. There were tons of chairs. It was September, like in the Halloween party season. So I don't know. People weren't there. But that's a great slide.
Definitely popping.
And I think my kids would love that resort. It's the theming with those Mickey shorts. So if you have kids that are interested in those Mickey shorts, like my kids are obsessed with those and have watched them 1,000,000 times. They love them. It's that kind of style of art on the outside now.
Well, and it's a great pool to watch your kids because like it's not super big. Like you can sit almost anywhere and see your kids.
That's
But
true.
people like that.
That's true.
Because I think about like when we were over at Port Orleans,
French Quarter.
French Quarter, you know, like that's hard to see
Yes.
your kids at any given point. Like it has a lot of hidden areas.
And that's a big just like heads up about Beach Club too. And I know we've talked about that before. Like there's that it's amazing because the pool is huge and there's so much to do and it's really neat. But I think if you have smaller kids, it's hard to keep an eye on them there.
Yeah.
Unless you're right with them.
This is
Did you use the hot tub? I know you're
Yes,
like
I
a
did.
spa.
I did. I was the only one out of my group because there was a bunch of kids in there with goggles on, investigating.
I'd be like, you don't want to wear those goggles around this old lady body.
They're like, no. They're like, it's not for us if the kids are in there with their goggles and playing. Like they're splashing around like it's the real
Yeah.
pool.
And it's 90 degrees out and you're getting in a hot tub. I guess it's like,
I get cold easily. So when I was in the regular pool, I was like, I'm so cold. And they're like, really? Yeah. So when I get in that, I was like, oh, and their hot tubs aren't like so hot.
yeah, because they know that kids are going to get them. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's hot out already. So like, it's just warm enough that I'm comfortable and I can kind of sit there. It couldn't have been the race. It had to have been the day before, right? It has to be the day before. But I was exhausted. I fell asleep for a minute in there and I was like, I should get out.
Before you boil.
Yeah, I was like,
I know you snuck off one day and went to the Magic Kingdom. So did you use a bus, Disney bus transportation?
yeah.
From there?
So
And that was all smooth.
is bus. Animal Kingdom is bus. And then obviously Epcot, you can walk over just like around the corner is Epcot, or you could take the boat. And then they have a boat to Hollywood Studios. So if you take the boat to Epcot, you're literally the next stop over. If you are going to Hollywood Studios, it's longer because you are like, because it comes from Epcot, picks you up, goes across, goes to Yacht and Beach, picks them up, then it goes to Swan and Dolphin, picks them up, and then you go to Hollywood Studios, and then it comes back the opposite. So
yeah, reverse.
Because we, on our way back, what were we trying to make? We were trying to make something like, our plane.
That small thing.
That small thing. We were trying to make our plane. So we had our bus scheduled, and we were coming back from Hollywood Studios, and like we wanted to Rise of the Resistance, and I wasn't sure if we were going to make it, and then there just happened to be a single lane pass. And I'm like, all right, so we bought that and we got right on. And then by the time we got off, we were leaving the park, and then we got right on the boat, but it sits there for a little bit. And then when we got to Swan and Dolphin, like you can walk right there to BoardWalk. So we're like, should we stay? Like, is it faster? And we're like, we got off, and like it was a good choice because by the time we were already to, the bellhop's getting our stuff out before the boat got back.
Mm-hmm.
And our little mirrors thing was not the big bus this time. It was a little one. She got there early. We were ready.
I was going to say, I feel like the boat, I really appreciate like at the end of the night, or I don't know, if there's a time when I'm just headed where I'm headed and I'm not trying to make something that's scheduled, because the boat does seem slow to me.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of stops. I like the boat, but when I'm trying to get somewhere, the boat is slow.
Yes.
It stresses me out. And I have definitely done the same thing where I hop out of the boat and walk because... And I've walked from Beach Club. I know it's the other side of the lake, but I've walked from Beach Club to Hollywood Studios before. Just...
Yeah, I like that I have the option that I can walk to those places too if I want to.
It's not like a pretty walk. It's kind of ugly because you go along that canal and it's a little gross, but...
I like it because it gives me running vibes because we always do the run there. So it gives me like, nostalgia of our runs.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Which you're going to...
I like that I'm in control of my speed, but it is sweaty. It's like...
It's the end of the night. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Get back, take a shower, get in, to bed.
Dark under that one bridge, though. Probably taking the boat at night. What else? It's funny you talked about that coffee shop. That was being built when I stayed at BoardWalk. Because it's been a couple years. Yeah. That was like a new thing that was under construction. So I haven't actually been there.
I do appreciate it. And it looks like I saw that they had alcohol in there too. So I think that they can make some alcoholic like beverages in the morning. It looks like it was open like 7-ish to 3, I think. And then before I went to Magic Kingdom, I grabbed some, like they had hard boiled eggs in there. So I grabbed those. So it was like they have things like, it was mostly pastries.
It's hard to find like a protein rich, like savory breakfast at Disney.
Yeah. I just want some eggs.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's hard, like, it's hard to grab a yogurt or a yogurt parfait to like take with you on Disney transportation. Like it just doesn't feel the same as, I don't know, a handheld savory sandwich or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And what else did I want to ask? What else about this resort? Is there anything else? You kind of talked about the room.
Just one more thing, because we were trying to find a spot to like podcast. And Tara found this cool like offset, like, so if you're going towards the regular rooms, not too far, like you go past the bellhop and like the door to go out, and you keep going, there's the bathrooms, and then you go to the left, there's this room where like people kind of work on their computers and things like that, and it's so cool. It's like, it just looks like old school, maybe like, when is it supposed to be, like 1940s-ish?
Earlier, I think.
Yeah, it has like a spot where it has like an old school radio, like you could look like you're like sitting there listening to a radio.
Was this on the first floor or upstairs?
It's like the first floor that you like would enter from the buses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like you can like exit out through there, and there's more seating kind of that overlooks the green spot
Yes.
where you can watch movies out there and
So
stuff.
that room is very like leathery, right? Like
Yes.
brown. I know that room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jess and I hung out there once when we were waiting to get on our bus. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the cool feel of it. I could imagine like sitting there doing some work. Originally, when she first found it, no one was there, and she thought it would be cool. Yeah. So overall, I really loved the resort. Boardwalk
It's
is
making me want to go back. I think it's a great the trip that when you went there, it's like the perfect resort for the trip you were having.
yeah.
It's a great, I mean, I'm sure it's great with kids too, but it's a great adult trip or like
Mhm.
solo trip. It would be a wonderful location because you can get to two parks really easily, really quickly. So much
Yeah.
good food.
And those were the two parks that we did.
Yeah.
And then like obviously I did Magic Kingdom, but that was just me early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was perfect.
Yeah. That's great. I'm glad you got to go.
Me too. It was the last hurrah with my annual pass.
The annual pass is in the past.
Till next year.
Sad. The companion pass is in the past. The
Dang it,
annual pass
Southwest.
is.
I almost went with JetBlue this last trip though, because JetBlue was offering a really good deal on the flight.
Mm-hmm.
I almost did it because they were offering like 70,000 points, and like you get a bag your bag, and then like 3 people that fly with you get a bag
Oh.
if you got their credit card. I was like, bye Southwest.
I was telling somebody today that Southwest changing the game on me. I'm in a moment of transition, rethinking all my loyalties. Sad.
I'm gonna use the points up, and then I'm gonna transition out because what's the point?
It's the flexibility for me that I'm still like pretty hung up on, but that's for another episode.
Yeah, you're
Sad.
right. We'll have to contemplate it.
Well, it's going to be a minute before any of us at least have plans to be at Walt Disney World. So
Well, you have August.
we'll have to keep talking about it. We're not doing parks though, but we'll see. My ad not so scary. It just hit me that. Hi, Jason. It just hit me that not so scary Halloween party will be happening when we have a little bit of resort only time, and that might be a nice way to. It might be fun.
I love this idea for you.
A fun add-on. Yeah. Well, you're my enabler.
Well, you're the one that's like, well, Epic Universe.
Disney friends are the best friends. That's it.
Yes.
But yes, to be continued. I would like to process my thinking about this August plan that I have in my mind. And we're starting to talk about our December trip a little more with family. Like I was texting to my sister-in-law today about some parts of that. So I feel like for a minute I was in like I can't think about my own trips. And some of that might be that I've been working with some clients and like really in the zone thinking about their trips and how to, when they're first timers, I get very like, I want to make sure that people are getting the right thing for them and they have all the information they need. And it's a lot, like Disney is a lot. So
Yep.
my brain didn't have the space. I wasn't even interested in like thinking about my own trips, but I'm getting closer to that zone, which is fun.
I'm excited.
Starting to tinker.
Start to tinker.
When I start to tinker, that's my pottery. I'm like shaping my trip. You guys tinkered a lot, and I mean we can talk about that another time too, but I would love to just talk about what you had planned versus what you changed to, because I know there was a lot of that, but
We just
sounded like
had
everything was
super fun.
good.
Oh yeah. We had a blast. We were just fly by the seat of our pants. Like we put things in place, but none of them, they're just placeholders.
Mm-hmm. And that's like, I think it's one kind of like broad takeaway from that is that at least on dining, I feel like Disney has gotten a little easier to adjust.
Mhm.
And that's really nice.
The fact
Like
that
it's
I got
nice to have some
Pippolinos,
plans.
was crazy to me.
What was?
Topolino's.
Hmm.
That I got that. Those you are the one. That's why I looked again, because you're like, people cancel right before. And it was.
Especially the breakfasts. I feel like you can,
Yep.
and that's because Topolino's, yes. Yep.
Yep.
Because everything seems great 6 months before, and then, or 60 days, whatever. I'm tired. And then it's, 7 a.m. and you're not going to breakfast at 9, like you're sleeping.
Yep.
So,
Done. We got breakfast.
yep. Good deal.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's fun to hear about it. I want to go back to BoardWalk. I think Jason would like BoardWalk.
Yeah. I'm in love. I'm in love. Everyone go to BoardWalk. Go to BoardWalk.
You gotta try out the Keister coaster, people. Get yourself over there. Take a picture of the weird chair. And I don't know what we're talking about next, but come back. We might be talking about Epic Universe next. So if you have been peeping, if your algorithms are showing you Epic Universe content, you can come back here. We're gonna dip into some Universal stuff because Jenny will be there getting a preview, and that's exciting. New stuff. New stuff, and it looks great. So come back. If it's not that, it'll be something else fun. So join us here. We'll be here.
We'll be here. All right. Like and subscribe. We're all over YouTube lately. And we have that lovely, lovely website. Please check us out. All right.
Bye.